All Atma Jyoti, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's Light of the Self Foundation Day celebration.
Exact Akra.
Many best wishes for all of you on this occasion. What is this Light of the Self Foundation? What is this Light of the Self Foundation Day? Light of the Self is our inner light, Atma Jyoti. All of us have that inner light. In fact, all of us don't have the inner light. We are that light. That light is light of this self awareness. Awareness is called Atma Jyoti, Brahma Jyoti, and that's the only light. All other lights are reflection of that light. Sunlight, moonlight, every light is a reflection of that light. Our entire life is celebration of that light. That's why we light the lamp in puja room. We light the aarti. We celebrate Navaratri. We celebrate Kartika Masa. All our festivals are celebrations of inner light called Atma Jyoti. And who is that Atma Jyoti? You are that Atma Jyoti. So the light of the self is nothing but your inner self. Your inner self, my inner self of all, and only the light is there. That light is called awareness. The entire universe is nothing but awareness. Everything what appears in the world is a play of light and shadow. A movie is projected on the screen. There's a light. Then some characters come and dance and go. The characters are not real. The light is real. The characters are play of shadow, a dance of shadow. So the entire universe is nothing but the play of shadow, which is unreal. Only the light is real, and that is called Atma Jyoti, that's inner self. That light is called Sakshi, that light is called Shiva, that light is called Atma. So Vedanta tells us, you are that light. When you recognize your real self, Nan, Nanembulu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivananani, Shivoham, Shivoham. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm pure consciousness, Shiva Swarupi. And that Shiva is the inner light. Our entire life is a celebration of the inner light. Our entire journey of life, our festivals, is nothing but the celebration of the inner light, Atma Jyoti. So how did the Atma Jyoti Foundation come into picture? The Light of Self Foundation come into picture. I had a good fortune of meeting many masters, many teachers, receiving the highest spiritual wisdom in the form of Atma-Jnana. I was very fortunate. I had a good background of yoga and Vedanta. Due to the great grace of my master, Ajahn, I was introduced to self-inquiry, the process of self-inquiry, Atma Vichara. The same process of self-inquiry which is taught by Sri Ramana Maharshi, Atma and Krishnan. I was deeply influenced by the teachings of these masters. I started sharing the teaching with my friends and relatives in the form of Vedanta, in the form of Upanishad. So a small, slowly, a group started growing called Atma Jyoti Satsang. The light of this Atma Jyoti Satsang, so many people were joining because influenced by the teachings of Rishis. They wanted to celebrate my birthday on December 1st. Celebration of birthday was something didn't make any sense to me. What is this birthday? Whose birthday? So, on the occasion of birthday, many people say, "Happy birthday to you." The Atma, its nature is Ananda. The self, Atma Jyoti, is Satchit Ananda Swarupa, of the nature of bliss, Ananda. Atma Jyoti is of the nature of bliss. The innermost light all of us is Atma, is Sat Chit Ananda. This Ananda never ends, it's eternal. Then what is so special about happiness on the day of birth? So it's a reminder for all of us. Birthday is not happiness. Happiness is your birthright. Happiness is what you are made up of. Happiness is your nature. Ananda is your nature. It is not happy birthday. Happiness is your birthright. Happiness is what you are. By recognizing who you are, you realize that I am of the nature of Ananda. How can you do that? By the process of self-inquiry, who am I? By the teachings of Vedanta. This is what I recognized. Now the question comes, birthday. Whose birthday is this? Who is born? The body is born. When did the body is born? On such and such a date. The such and such a date, the body came to earth from the womb of the mother. But body was not born on that day. Body was born on the day when one cell from the father and one cell from the mother came together, 9 months back. So when is our real birthday? Is it the day we came from the mother's womb? Or is it the day we entered into mother's womb? Which is the birthday? Whose birthday is that we are celebrating? The body is jada, insentient. Body is made up of the 5 elements, especially the mud. Earth element is predominant in our body. What is the meaning of saying the birth of the body? Earth element is not born, it's jada. So how can we say birth of the body? Is it birth of the mind? How can the mind be born? The mind is the influence of the society. All our thoughts, are nothing but the societal thoughts. Everything we think, we feel, we experience is coming to us from the society. Whose birth we are speaking of? Body's birth or mind's birth? Whose birth we are celebrating? This is the question I had. Is it the birth of the consciousness? The consciousness is never born. The consciousness is the nature of self, Atma. It is unborn. There is no birth for consciousness. There is no death for the consciousness. There's consciousness of the nature of Ananda. So it's not the birth of the consciousness. It is not the birth of the body. It is not birth of the mind. Then what birthday do we celebrate? So this is the question which I have. What are we celebrating? There's no meaning in celebrating the birth of the body because the body is just an instrument. Sri Krishna says, Vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya. Our body is like a cloth. Once use the body, soul uses the body, and when the body becomes old, the soul discards the body and has a new body. So, celebrating birth of a body is like celebrating a new shirt. Okay? So, I am putting a new shirt. Is that celebration? Body is like a shirt for the soul. Then, what are we celebrating? Whose birthday is this? None of us are born. That's the teaching of Vedanta. Nobody is born. Atma is never born. Atma has no birth. Not only me, neither you are born. Then who are we? We are just visiting the earth. The body is the vehicle. Just like visiting any place requires a vehicle, a car or bus. Body is the vehicle for us to visit earth. We are the visitors here. For this visitor, the body is the vehicle. We are the Atma, unborn Atma, reflecting as consciousness, Chidabhasa in this body and experience. That's called Jiva. So, this is, but it's not birth. It's a visiting the earth. Visiting the earth, we are confusing it as a birth. We are here as a visitors for a short duration of time. So that we consider as a birth. There's really no birth. There's only visiting the earth. Then the question comes, why do we visit the earth? What is there we are doing here? Have we come for a picnic? Have we come for a journey? Why we have come? What is the purpose of life? This is one thing which was bugging me since childhood. And I got an answer very early in life. In 7th standard, after I completed 7th standard, we went to high school. 8th standard, in the high school we had a crafts teacher. We used to learn different crafts. Tailoring was one of the crafts. A craft teacher came to the class. He asked the children, what is the purpose of life? Oh my God, we have 7th standard children. Suddenly, purpose of life he is asking. Makkale, namma jeevanada uddesha enu? We are all dumbfounded. We didn't know what is the purpose of life. Then he said, the purpose of life is eating food. Only purpose of life is eating food. He is actually hefty. He is about 6.5 feet and weighing something like 100 kg, heavy weight. He is saying, purpose of life is nothing but eating food. You don't know this much? Tomorrow bring 25 paisa. That's that time it's called one ana. 25 paisa, 25 paisa. All of you. Let us put together all of 25 paisa. Let us make mandaki and bonda. Then eat. That is first introduction to purpose of life to me. Okay? Very great introduction. Purpose of life is only eating. But the question was bothering me. What is the purpose of life? Then my father came and told me purpose of life. My son, purpose of life is to get a good job. Okay? Study well. And you get a good job. So I studied hard and tried to get a good job. Then it came my mother, my son, the purpose of life is to get married. So marriage is the purpose of life. So purpose of life kept on changing. But my question didn't change. What is the real purpose of life? Every time something is happening, everybody seems to know purpose of life. Okay? My teacher said purpose of life is to eat. My father said purpose of life is to get job. My mother said purpose of life is to get married. Okay? My boss said purpose of life is to work very hard. Okay? So what is really purpose of life? I was bugged. I didn't know what is purpose of life. I was confused. My yoga teacher said purpose of life is to meditate. These are activities. What is really purpose of life? Then I found my purpose of life when I met my guru, Ajja. See, he said, instead of asking purpose of life, find out who is asking the question. Who are you? So, for anything, try to find out who is asking the question. This was the teaching of Ajja, and that changed my life. Who am I? Who is seeking the purpose of life? Then a lot of clarity started emerging based on the teaching of Vedanta. Then I realized the purpose of life is to find out who is asking the purpose of life. Find out who is asking the purpose of life. We are all nothing but pure consciousness, Satchidananda Swarupa. We have visited the earth, and in the process of visiting, we have forgotten what we are. We have forgotten the home. We have forgotten our real nature. We are lost here. Everything seems to be a purpose. Eating seems to be a purpose. Marriage seems to be a purpose. Getting a job seems to be a purpose. Seeing a movie seems to be a purpose. We are lost in this environment. Forgetting that we are the visitors, we start thinking that we are born. So Vedanta says, this is what you see is a play of light and shadow, play of duality. It's a movie. You are not here to get trapped in the movie. You are here to get out of the movie by finding out your real nature. And for that, the message of Vedanta appealed to me. Atmano mokshartam jagataya. The purpose of life is to find yourself. Atmano mokshartam. Find your own real self. Atmano mokshartam jagadhitaya. And do service. This message very appealed to me. Message of Swami Vivekananda appealed to me. So with that message, the group which we had called Satsang group, it's called Atma Jyoti Satsang. And there were a group of people, Atma Jyoti, Light of Self. That group was renamed as Light of the Self Foundation. And why Light of the Self Foundation? Light of the Self is Atma Jyoti. The self is the only light. Awareness is the only light. Everything is the appearance is light. Including our life, what we call breath, light is appearing that consciousness, awareness, light of the self. So in a sense, light of the self or Atma Jyoti is foundation of life itself. It is the foundation on which life is built, the world is built. So that's why This Atma Jyoti Satsang was called Light of the Self Foundation. Light of the Self is the foundation of life. Light of the Self is the foundation of all our activity. Light of the Self is foundation of the entire universe. Atma Jyoti, inner light. Sri Shankara says that Atma Jyoti, Antar Jyoti, Bahir Jyoti, Pratyak Jyoti, Paratpara, Jyotireva Jyoti, Swayam Jyoti, Atma Jyoti, Shivosmyaham. Inner light is Atma Jyoti, innermost light. Okay, what is the innermost light? In deep sleep, still you exist. And you know there is a bliss. Ananda is there. That is innermost light. Pratyak Jyoti. Antar Jyoti, that's the inner light. What is the inner light? When you go to sleep, dream. In the dream you see a world. There is no sun there, there is no moon there. But you see a world in the light, that inner light. Then you wake up, you see a world, Bahir Jyoti. Oh, you think the world is there because sunlight is there. But to see the sunlight also, the awareness is required. Awareness is the light. That inner light is Atma Jyoti, that is Shiva. And that Shiva, Atma Jyoti, is the foundation of life. So that's why it's called light of the self foundation. And we had a drive, or we are inspired by Atmano Mokshartham Jagadkaya. Let us realize ourselves. How do we do that? Through listening to teachings of Vedanta, teachings of Rishis, Ramana Maharshi, Shankaracharya, Bhagavad Gita. So listen to that. Contemplate on that. Shravana, Manana, Nirvyasa. That's called Atmano Moksha. Jagaditaya is service. We serve. We do yajna. Service is called yajna. There are different types of yajna. Main yajna is Rishi yajna, where we understand the teaching of Rishis in terms of Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, and we teach it to others. So this Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditaya became the foundation for light of, became the motivation for the drive or motivation for the light of the foundation. And I told, instead of celebrating the birthday of this body, celebrate the birthday of light of the self foundation. So that's how the light of self foundation came into picture. What is there in this body? This body is made up of mud. There's no birth, or there's no birth and death for the body also, because body is made up of mud. The day the mind leaves the body is called death. Okay, the mind is the mind, and the mind is the vehicle through which soul sees the world. So we are the souls, Atma. Atma has no birth, no death. So that's how the light of self foundation started, and the light of self foundation is what we are celebrating today. So many people got inspired by the message of teaching of Vedanta. This slowly started growing. Many people taught Bhagavad Gita, some people taught Veda Mantra, some people taught Upanishad, some people who came to me, they started teaching bhajans. So like that, it started growing, activity started slowly growing. Many children joined, they started getting cultural inputs and spiritual inputs from the teachings of these rishis. So some of them got benefited, they told others. The entire Light of the Foundation is working purely based on service. There's no money transaction involved. There's no commercial interest involved. Everybody who is inspired by Atmano Mokshartham Jagaditaya, they come, participate. In the process, they themselves discover themselves and share their knowledge with others. So this is how the Light of Self Foundation is growing. It's not an organization where there are no members. Okay, there's no office. There are no people. There is no money. It's a very strange kind of organization. The organization where only activity of service is taking place. That too, those who are interested, they are volunteers. And we call them as Atma Jyotis. Because recognizing and respecting your inner life, Atma. So some people come, they learn something and they teach others and they participate in this yajna, Atmano Mokshartham, Jagaditaya. This is how it's growing. So many people started joining and it started becoming grow larger. Earlier it was started Atmajyoti Satsang, later the name of called Light Officer Foundation. Gradually, as more people started joining, the whole teachings started getting a structure. It became more like a small university where there's a section for teaching, bhajans, prayers, Vedanta, Upanishad, Purana. So some of the some of the teachings started happening through this group of volunteers and teachers. So now it's no longer a satsang, it started becoming a sort of university called Atma Jyoti Vishwa Gurukulam. We renamed this Light of Self Foundation, Atmajit Satsang, with Atmajit Vishwa Gurukulam. Because when we say Vishwa Gurukulam, the teachings are universal. Teachings are not for any individual. There's no sectarian teaching. Vedanta teaching is universal teaching. Our Rishis, what they have given, the teaching is for the whole universe. It doesn't apply to caste, creed, and community. That's why it becomes Vishwa Gurukulam. And why Gurukulam? The Gurukulam Kulam means family. Family of Guru is called Gurukulam. The Gurukulam system in India, initially earliest days, the father used to teach son. So it was a family-based system. In modern day, we call as homeschooling was the education in the earlier days. So Brahmaji taught his to Rishis. The homeschooling was the initial system. Gradually it got started getting organized into Gurukula, a schooling system, residential schooling system, Gurukula. Over a period of time, this Gurukula system continued where students have to go get enrolled in the Gurukula, get education. And as the foreign invaders started attacking India and new system of education, British system of education started coming in India, the Indian traditional Gurukula system started becoming weak. There's so much of attack on the system. So over a period of time, we see the Gurukula system itself is undergoing a change. Unlike earlier days, you have to go to one place. Education can come to your house because of the modern day technology, internet, mobile. So you don't have to go to a place for education. So the education comes to you in the form of internet, mobile, video. So the Gurukula system itself is going to undergo a change. That's what we saw. Earlier it was a home-based system where father used to teach son and his daughter. Then husband used to teach his wife. That's what Yajnavalkya Rishi did. Yajnavalkya Rishi taught to Maitreyi. Then Gurukula came into picture where you have to go and learn something. Gradually the system is getting transformed and evolved into a system where in the comfort of your home you can learn the ancient spiritual teachings. So this we saw and we had a vision. Ghar ghar banega Gurukul. Every house will become Gurukul. Ghar ghar Gurukul. That we call as 3G vision. Now what is Gurukul? Gurukul is the family of Guru. Guru is not a person. Guru is the wisdom. Family of wisdom. All the people with like-minded interest in a spiritual teaching, inspired by Atmano Mokshartham, in the comfort of their house, in their own way, work towards their own spiritual evolution and contribute to society in the form of service. So now Gurukul is no longer a place. Gurukul is a system. Gurukul is where you are. You belong to a family where you are, family of Guru where you are. And Guru is not a person, Guru is a wisdom. So now this becomes a larger concept of a Gurukul. And every house will become Gurukul when they start participating in this spiritual wisdom. It's not a person-oriented system. Guru has never been a person. Guru is the wisdom. That's why our ancient teachings say, Akhanda Mandalakaram Yaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru is the principle, Akhanda Mandalakaram. It's all pervading principle. Yaptam Yena Characharam, all aspect of creation is pervaded by Guru. Guru is nothing but Atma Jyoti, the light of the self, awareness. So, gradual evolution of technology will make every house as Gurukul. Wisdom will spread. This is our vision. Ghar Ghar Gurukul. Why Ghar Ghar Gurukul? Because every heart, every living being is embodiment of divine. Swami Vivekananda says, God is in your heart. God is your potential. Our entire life journey is to manifest that potential of God. So every mind is nothing but the house of God. Mandir. So Ghar Ghar Gurukul, Mandir became a motivator for us. So with this vision, a lot of people joined, a lot of activities start happening. There's Gita teaching is happening in the name of Gita Jyoti. The children are coming and learning various cultural aspects called Bala Jyoti. They learn through spiritual stories. They learn participate in various cultural activities and festivals. So that became Bala Jyoti. Then a lot of children came for leadership qualities, where they learned the leadership qualities of Swami Vivekananda and Balakrishna. That became an IREAD program. Then there are people who participate in listening to Vedanta teaching, Upanishad teaching. Then people who do yoga. Similar, because of that, so many different classrooms started. Yoga Jyoti, Gita Jyoti, IREAD program. Then people learn modern day new technologies in the tech club. Then they start learning debating skills. So like that, lot of activities started, the number of activities started to multiply. So then we thought it fit to give the name Light of Self Foundation as Atma Jyoti Vishwa Gurukulam, because we see the whole world as our family. All living beings as all people as our family members. We are driven by the motivation Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That's why it's Vishwa Gurukulam. So this is how it stands today. And there is no, here entirely it is driven by the volunteers. People come, they contribute, they learn, they pass it on to others. So I see this whole activity growing. This vision is fundamentally universe of the universe, vision of the universe, driven by Atmanamo Shasam, Jagadaya, Ghar Ghar Gurukul, Man Mandir. These are the drive. Then we saw the children are contributing so many ways in different activities, dance, drama, music, art. So much of talent is there. The culture of India is very rich in terms of dance forms, art forms. We started so many people contributing. Then we thought it's fit to create something called a Rangasthara, a place where people can contribute. So every month some activities happen. Many people participate. So this activity I call it as purpose of life is to Atmano Mokshatam Jagataya. Purpose of life is celebration of inner light. How do you celebrate inner light? Through expression of our gratitude. Our life is expression of gratitude to the Supreme. Every moment of our life should be expression of gratitude. Express through art, music, dance, culture. That's called expression. In the process of expression, you expand yourself, you experience yourself. That's where a platform called Rangasthala, it involves uh, various expressions, platform of expression, drama, nataka, Sangeeta, Sangeeta Sabha, Natak Sabha, all are based on the virtual media or virtual platform, internet. Rangasthala, Rangasthala is the total place. Dance, Natya, Natya Sabha, drama, Natak Sabha, for speaking, speakers forum, okay? Samvada Sabha. Like that, many activities start happening, which is called express, expand, experience. So, in other words, to summarize the whole Light of Self Foundation, our Light of Self Foundation is celebration of the inner light, Atma. All of us are. It is the foundation of life. We are driven by Atmano Mokshartam Jagaditaya, self-realization and service. We are motivated by the teachings of Rishis, Vedanta, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita. With this, we see Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the whole world is our family. So that's why we have Vishwa Gurukulam, the whole world is our house. The whole world is a Gurukulam. And every house becomes a Gurukulam, Ghar Ghar Gurukula. Every house, mind becomes divine, Man Man Mandir. In the process, we live in gratitude. Every day, our life should be filled with divine love and gratitude, expressed through bhajans, expressed through art, expressed through music, expressed through dance, express your thankfulness to God, divine expression. Expand, in the process you expand. When you express your gratitude, you will expand. When you keep it to yourself, you contract, express, expand. And that experience is divine. So that's all about this Light of the Foundation. On the occasion of birthday, traditionally, this is a blessing. Live for 100 years. Shatayur Bhava. So, it is not how long you live matters. How you live matters. Whether you live for 100 years or 50 years or 20 years or 30 years, does not matter. How you live your life matters. When our ancestors said, Shatayur Bhava, live for 100 years, they didn't say live for 100 physical years. Live 100% of every year. Live 100% every day. That 100% living is what we see. How do you live 100% every day? You live 100% every day when you are full of overflowing gratitude to God, gratitude to existence for giving you opportunity to visit this place. That gratitude, you are overflowing with gratitude every breath of your life, every day, then your life is 100%. Are we living gratitude or deficiency? Oh, something is missing in life. Live in gratitude. We have only 24 hours a day. In that time, whatever is required for our living, we do. And do little bit of service. As a gratitude, offer your service to the existence. Then every day, your life is 100%. You are living 100 years. Shatayu Bhava means live 100% every day. Whatever life it is given by God, live fully, 100%, full of gratitude, full of service. That's what life is about. So This is overall a background of Light Asset Foundation, the activities which we are doing. So many people are participating. May Sadhguru bless all of you. May this activity continue to each of you. I am just an instrument, just there as an instrument. So whatever is possible, take it. Share with others. Express, expand, and experience. On this occasion, we saw there are many children and many people are participating in this activity, various activities. They are participating enthusiastically. So, everywhere in their schooling system, when the people participate somewhere, somebody sings a song, somebody participates in debate, you give a prize. What prize shall we give? So many children are participating, so many people are participating. What prize should we give? What should be the prize? Then we thought, we came out with an idea called good karma points. By participating in an activity of expression of gratitude to God, maybe singing a bhajan, maybe a dance during Navratri, dance to Janmashtami, or telling the story of God, or even debate, you are earning good karma points. That's what we say. For every activity, you will get some points. 5 points, 10 points. Some good karma you are doing by participating in the service activity. Okay, so that's called good karma. Then we said good karma because this is the way we wanted to teach children how to, the teaching of our rishis about good karma and service. So we tell children that, okay, every activity you do, some good karma you get, good karma points. So in 3 months, every 3 months, we'll add all good karma points. So if somebody has participated in debate, somebody has posted a bhajan, somebody has done a service in terms of video editing, somebody has learned something, so everything is added as a point, good karma point. Now the good karma point after the end of 3 months, let's say it becomes 100. So then we say, this good karma point, we can do service. We can offer as yajna. Yajna for whom? Yajna for taking care of cows, what's called Gomata, in Goshala, or taking care of animals which are suffering in the animal shelter house, or children who are feeding the children who are hungry, or taking care of senior citizens in the senior citizens home. So we identified 4 causes, 4 important causes for the welfare of animals, cow and animals, senior citizens, and then children. These are all called yajnas in our ancient times. Pancha yajna. Offering food to hungry is called Manushya yajna. Taking care of animals is called Bhuta yajna. Taking care of senior citizens is called Pitra yajna. So, all the good karma points children have earned, they can donate it to these causes. This is what we say. What do you mean? So, a child has done 4 or 5 activities and earns a good karma point of 100. So, that 100 points you can donate to 10 points to cow shelter, 10 points to feeding the hungry. Like that, if you donate, then Light and Self Foundation will convert these points into some amount of donation within whatever our ability, and we will donate on behalf of the child. So the child has a benefit of earning good karma through learning and participating in cultural activity. At the same time, the child and the family members will get punya, good punya, by donating to cause. Please understand, you don't donate money. This entire Lifestyle Foundation is running because of service activity. So we are not donating the money. Lifestyle Foundation is donating the money on behalf of the good karma point provided. So in this way, the child will be very happy by doing a bhajan and earning good karma point. And that karma point will help a cow, help an animal, or help a hungry child. So like that, we want to lead the education of the child with the Yajna. In schooling system, schools you learn competition. Who is getting good marks? Who is becoming smart? Here we want to encourage children to do good karma, learn more, learn the culture, and do yatna, service. So this is a different type of understanding and thinking. So good karma point is what we are activity we are starting today.
For children.
This is for children, elite children, and uh, what we call as Balajyotis. So this program we are announcing today will receive a notice. So I hope all the activity we are doing benefits the society. May God be pleased with all our activity. May Ishvara bless our yajna. May all Atmajyotis participating in yajna, Jnana yajna, this Rishi yajna, and different types of yajna get the divine blessing. May all of you, all of us, receive the Atma Jnana, the self-knowledge. May all of us live in a life of gratitude, thankfulness, love, peace, and happiness. May all of us contribute to the society as an offering to the God. Atmano Mokshartham Jagantai. That I conclude the Foundation Day speech of the year 2020. Thank you. Namaste. Hari Om. असतो मा
Satoma
सद्गमय
Satgamaya
तमसो मा
Tamasoma
ज्योतिर्गमय
Jyotirgamaya
मृत्योर्मा
Mrityorma
अमृतं गमय
Amritam Gamaya
ॐ
Om
शान्ति
Shanti
शान्ति
Shanti
शान्तिः
Shanti
पूर्णमदः
Purnamadah
पूर्णमिदं
Purnamidam
पूर्णात्
Purnam
पूर्णमुदच्यते
Purnamudachyate
पूर्णस्य
Purnasya
पूर्णमादाय
Purnamadaya
पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते
Purnamevavashishyate
ॐ शान्ति
Shanti
शान्ति
Shanti
शान्तिः
Shanti
लोकाः समस्ताः
Loka Samastha
सुखिनो भवन्तु
Sukhino Bhavantu
लोकाः समस्ताः
Loka Samastha
सुखिनो भवन्तु
Sukhino Bhavantu
लोकाः समस्ताः
Loka Samastha
सुखिनो भवन्तु
Sukhino Bhavantu
हरिः ओम्
Harihi Om
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः
Shri Gurubhyo Namah
हरिः ओम्
Harihi Om
ನಾನೆಂಬುದು
Nanembudu
ನಾನಲ್ಲ
Nanalla
ಇದೇಹ
Ideha
ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ
Manabuddhi
ನಾನಲ್ಲ
Nanalla
ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ
Satchidanandama
ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ
Shivananudani
ಶಿವೋಹಂ
Shivoham
ಶಿವೋಹಂ
Shivoham
ಶಿವೋಹಂ
Shivoham